Hi there. This may be a quick video. You may know that I just got back from a trip. It was just over a week and a half, and I wrote a little post to let people know that I'd be away. I thought about doing videos, but it was pretty intense retreat, lots going on, and so I thought, better to wait until I get back. So today I'm just going to share maybe some of the things that are top of mind for me right now. And then once I have a chance to kind of sit down and review all that happened, I look forward to sharing more of that with you. So it was really a retreat about transformation. I really believe in, investing in my growth, and have been doing for many, many years. There's always something. And first of all, it's exciting. It keeps me happy, excited about the future, and growing. And what's amazing is while there have been times when it can get really frustrating when you hear about these things about transformation, and sometimes it makes it sound so easy, like it's right there and we must be missing some secret ingredient. What I've learned is that we pick up different pieces all along, and suddenly like the patterns really start to connect more and more and more over time. And the beauty of that is that we don't have to get it all at once, right? Whatever piece that we can get now, use it, activate it in your life, make it real so that you get to see how it works for you. And then you'll get another piece and another piece, and then the picture really begins to develop. At the same time, there are things that I believe all of us have a sense of already, without anyone having to tell us. But usually these senses are something that's kind of in the back of our mind, or it may feel really ephemeral, like it's just like it flows in and then flows out. And I've also learned that it's really important to take that information seriously, as in recognize that it has come to you, write it down. What relevance is it providing you at this moment? And then maybe you'll get more of an awakening later. Yesterday, I bumped into a woman that I had met at the retreat. I was on my way at the airport, and we bumped into each other. And she kind of happened to share personal stress that was happening in her life. And she was trying to, use a formula of transformation to kind of move past it. And I said, okay, that's wonderful. But if you are finding that you're getting stuck there, then what I invite you to consider is, what if you just allowed it to exist, allowed it to be, and you don't have to change it right now, but just allow it to exist and be and relax and breathe. And, don't see it as something terribly wrong, but just trust that it will also evolve. And probably said a couple of other things along those lines. And then she was able to use what I shared with her to then reflect on her own experience that morning of being by the ocean and watching the waves kind of come in and out. And she said, oh, okay, so it's just like I felt this morning. I can allow the waves to move inside me, and relax, and I don't have to be overcome by them. And so it was just like a moment of recognition for her, and an opportunity for me to share another perspective. And so that's how, as I said, things start coming together, and we go, oh, okay. And we discover our way, not just somebody else's, step-by-step plan, which, by the way, if you've read any book that says, here are the 10 steps to my success, those steps are always in hindsight, right? That person acted on instinct. They acted on what information was around them. They acted on what they drew to them. And then, as something created, we can look back and go, oh yeah, I did A, B, and C, and that's why I've got my result. But that doesn't mean A, B, and C is a, tried and true thing that everyone can do all the time and create exactly what they want in every single second. It's not about that. So I do my best to kind of stay away from that suggestion. However, there are things that can be repeated and used and brought into our life so that again, we find our way with them, and then we discover where our power lies. Like, what are we really effective at? What happens more naturally to us? For example, somebody really may be lit up by science, and so when they read things like that, it's like, oh, it makes sense, and then they are empowered by it, right? Other people are way more energetically aware, spiritually conscious, and activate that part of their brain and their being. And through that, they get access to information really quickly, and then they can create what it is that they want. And of course, there's many in between. So finding your way, and then also allowing different ways to educate you, right? So I'm not on the science side, I would say, but at the same time, it was, 15 years ago that I began reading books that brought the science and spirituality together, for example, and business as well. And then bringing that all together really started to wake up more of my understanding. And so it was really powerful and helpful. So, enjoy that kind of gathering of ways, but also don't overconsume to the point that you are not doing in your life. You're not being yourself. You're not actually putting all of this into practice. And where is this all going? It's going to really just feel more alive in your life, feel more empowered that you can create, that things can change, that you can cast a new trajectory for yourself at any moment. And yes, you have to stay committed and keep going, but that's kind of like more than half the secret. Is just keep going and trusting and following and acting with more strength and more ability as you grow. What else do I want to say? And then there's so much information that most of us have never grown up with or learned. It's not available in the regular ways that we learn in society. And so once you are able to start accessing that kind of information, it's kind of like the world becomes your oyster. It really becomes more of a play than I have to work hard. I have to do this. And when we play, we are, in my experience, really allowing divine intelligence to move through us, and we are in our joy. And that joy can also sometimes include working hard, right? There can be satisfaction in doing something and really focusing on it and being intense about it for periods of time. But using the path that also allows you to relax and rest and receive is the one, to me, that actually advances us in a way that goes beyond what we can even think to expect. So hope you've been really well. I look forward to sharing more information in the weeks ahead, more content. And if you have any questions, please ask. It is the end of the year. This is a great time to take some personal time for reflection, for casting a new trajectory. What is it now that I'm open to? And don't be afraid of making it completely different or much more expansive. Revel in that, enjoy that. You don't have to make it all happen overnight, right? But if you allow your mind to expand and imagine in those realms, guess what? They will begin delivering, whether it's information you need or getting you to meet people that are a wonderful match to it, or just building that energy, so when the timing is right on all levels, the doors can open really, really fast. But that is part of preparation, is being in our imagination, playing, allowing ourselves to have what it is that we are most lit up by within ourselves before we even go seeking it out. Let ourselves be fulfilled. Have it, just experience having it. What would that feel like? And that can be like a meditation, where you just sit and you just enjoy that feeling. And again, you don't feel like you have to do something to make it happen always. Sometimes you just enjoy it. And other times, you get an insight and or an instinct that, oh, let me take this step. And, following through with that can be the thing that then gets the ball rolling, right? So keep going. There's much more that you probably haven't even thought of at this stage. And by allowing yourself to realize it's available out there, by being curious and by being bold in your intentions, positive intentions, and expansive, you will create a coming new year that does go beyond what you've probably lived before. And that can be in the outer world, in your material results, what you actually create. And it can be in your inner life, where it becomes much more rich and enjoyable, and a gift and a treasure that it is meant to be. So if you would like a private session with me to get support on, where you're going and really make the most of the kind of the end of this 2024, click the link below, and I have some open spots, because I know for some people this is just such an important time and they want to maximize their experience of it and also set themselves up for a new year. And if you're interested in working longer term and have like a bigger vision that is there, and maybe in parts, may not be the whole thing, but you can feel it, you're there, you're ready for it, then we can also discuss working together longer term. And so great to be back. Have a great weekend, and put into practice what you know this weekend, just one piece, and keep going, and take a bit of time to go receive and have in your heart what it is that you truly want, and just enjoy it without any expectations or having to do anything about it unless you're called.